And so please describe to me what the aesthetic look is exactly.
Well, like this guy here.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and.
Oh wow, you really have to come in here?
Like this guy.
Is this
No,
is this really happening? He met the other guy behind you, bro. Like I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm right into that bad boy.
You can stay right there, behind the camera, behind the camera. No, see now that you got me jealous now.
That's okay.
That's not
no,
fair.
but you're more in the category like Luther Arnold. Okay?
My man. Yeah. Arnold Ferrigno. Huh?
Okay.
Aesthetic.
That's great, partner. You two ever go out place everything in its proper place?
That does not make sense, but we usually do go. We head to Kroger's, and we work.
Oh, yeah. I've got a lady waiting for me back home also. She has the most beautiful scrotum. Oh, God. And when she sings, she sounds just like a puppy dog. How do you nail a photo?
Just gotta get in the mode. You gotta talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes.
Talk with your eyes. You
Okay,
gotta
so
have the eyes
can
first.
you show me a little bit of something, like to this camera? I would love to know how to do this. I just want to know.
Well,
How
I
do you do it?
mean,
Teach
the
me
smile,
something.
You can get the sexy eyes. Then you know you gotta get the smile. Smile going on some shoes, but you know.
Wait, hold up.
You got.
I gotta
when
try
it's
this
time,
with
when,
you.
it, when it's
Hold
time
on.
to laugh,
I gotta try
you
this
gotta
with
think
you.
of something
All
funny
right,
and start laughing.
do it again. Do it again. How do you do it? Teach me.
Sexy eyes.
The sexy eye.
This is sexy eyes right here.
Smizing?
Smile.
So you're smizing.
Smile.
Okay.
And then you gotta get the.
No, I look like I need to take a poop or something.
Wish words were like little toy guns. No sting, no hurt, no one, just a bang, bang. Right?
Is that it?
Yeah, it's something like that. Just a bang,
Toy
bang,
guns.
rolling off your tongue.
Toy guns.
It's no smoke, no
Bang, bang.
bullets.
Water guns. All right.
Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high. Cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody rise up. Weekdays, catch us live. Somebody, let's go.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Pascal Show. Good evening, everybody. I hope you guys are all doing well and enjoying your Tuesday. You know what I mean? It's Tuesday night. Have you done anything good, positive with your day? That's what I'd like to ask every single last one of y'all. Hopefully you guys did something really amazing, something really dope, something really positive and wonderful today. I see a lot of you guys are starting to file in and everything, so I do appreciate all y'all for coming in and being a part of the conversation this evening. I know, like I've said before, I've said before, millions of times before, that I was going to try or do some different things with the show and with this platform and try to, venture off onto different avenues and cover different things other than just police brutality all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? No offense, but myself, it gets very old. And it's hard to talk about the same thing over and over and over again. And then see no change. You know what I'm saying? It does get frustrating from time to time. But I do like to be able to sprinkle in and have some fun conversations about things that are going on in the world other than just people turning into hashtags, unfortunately. Like, well, relationships and how men and women are together. You know what I'm saying? How things work in this world that we live in this relationship world. And I said it in the other video, because I did a video earlier today where I was basically reacting to a video where this woman was talking about how men don't approach women very often. You know what I'm saying? They stopped doing that. They gave up. And I did my own 20-minute splurge. I threw in my 20-minute 2 cents on that piece, so be sure to go and check that out, please. I'd really, really appreciate it. And of course, I'm still covering things, other news stories, other big controversies that are going on in the world. But sometimes it's nice to sit back and talk about some ridiculous ass-ish, like this one that we're about to do this evening. There is a video that is going crazy right now that I think you guys will really enjoy and kind of go, what the F? But this is the world that certain people live in. I'm just going to say that really quick. This is not new information. It may be new information for some of y'all, but there's a lot of other people out here that say this ain't new. This is not new at all. So we will be going into a very interesting topic that I will be opening up the phone lines and having a conversation with all y'all about this, because it is some real stuff. I'm not kidding. This is a real story. And it happens all throughout this country, if not the entire world. Let me keep it straight funky with y'all, okay? So, before we jump into that, before we get into the conversation, because I'm sure it's going to be a very interesting one, which I'm very excited about. Like I said, phone lines will be open a little bit later on in the show. I got to introduce my brother T in the house. What's good, brother? What's a guap?
What's up, everybody? I'm just here, melting away. It is hot as hell.
It is hot.
Right now in this part of the States. We had 98 degrees today, so I'm just melting away right now. But besides that, I'm good. This is the weather for making babies, I heard. But
what?
Yeah, it's every summer. It's just hot. You're just smacking the cheeks, man. That's it.
Wait, I don't get it. No, I don't get it. Why would you be wanting to be knocking the boots when you're sweating your balls off?
what they say. I don't know, man. I didn't make it up.
That makes no sense, man. That makes no sense. But
it's that jungle. It's that summer jungle heat. I don't know.
Man, I'm here. It is. Whatever works. Whatever works for you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever floats your boat. I figured when it gets cold outside that you want to, cuddle up and get comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Get cuddled up and comfortable with, You see what I'm saying? The friction creates heat. Therefore, you know what I'm saying? Cuffing season. You know what I'm saying? I see more people going out and going crazy and having a great time going buck wild right now. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't cuffing season. So maybe a lot of illegitimate children are made during this time.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of oopsie daisies. You know what I'm saying? Maybe happen. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Summer fling babies. Yep.
Yeah. So good evening to everybody. Lady Justice is in the house. She said just popping in to say hi, but headed to the beach. Enjoy yourself. I'm jealous, but enjoy that beach. Enjoy that beach, okay? Good evening to everybody who's filing in. Be sure to share this feed. That would really mean a lot. We're gonna jump into this conversation, like I said before.
So I had a guy
like I said, this is a little bit different.
This
one is a little bit different. I don't know why this thing keeps tripping every single time I go to it, but on some real stuff, this is something that we got to check out, okay? This is a little bit of a story that is not a far-fetched story. I've heard this story many times before, but I'm really happy right now because this story is now out here for everyone else to see in all of its glory. The truth with some women. This actually happens to some women, or for some women, and man, lucky y'all. Well, we got to take a look at this video. Like I said, underneath, my ex still pays my bills. Now, this is a woman. She goes by Blue Jasmine, if I'm correct. She was on a show called 8 at the Table. Shout out to that show. They do some really great content. They have some really great conversations over there. And this clip itself is just, well, it's the truth, y'all. Take a listen. Oop. Let me do that again.
So I had a guy get me a Benz before and put me in a loft space and, set my whole life up differently than what it was normally. And I feel like if you brought me to like this level, and then we didn't work out, but we're still friends, we didn't have beef and no one cheated. It was just didn't work out. But I wasn't going to move from my space because it didn't work out. I wasn't going to give him back my car because I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget then, what's the difference now? You know what I mean?
You were my girlfriend. I was fucking you.
Yeah, but I was fucking you. I just feel, but I personally feel like, no, I'm not moving.
But see, what he did was this, though. He gave you the upgrade, but part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yes.
You understand? So let me just go, though. So we didn't work out, me and you dating. You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your loft and keep paying your Benz. Now, I get it. You're a true boss if you do that, and that's the vibe we're getting, but Jazz,
no, it's just I'm not moving, and you're gonna have to deal with it.
If you want to stay upgraded, stay with me. If not, go see what's out there.
Okay, so real quick, because there's a lot being said. Okay, there's a lot that just happened right off the top, right off the jump. Well, let's be straight funky here. Okay, she literally is looking at this and she's saying she's in this relationship. She said, and I'm gonna roll it back a little bit because I think it's important that we go through it bit by bit. And there's a lot being said in this piece. So I'm going to roll it back, and we're going to go bit by bit, okay? We're going to roll it back. I think that's the best way to do it. Okay, let's go.
So I had a guy get me a Benz before and put me in a loft space and, set my whole life up different.
Set her whole life up. I'm just saying, real quick, set her whole life up. So I don't know what her life was like before she met this dude, but on some real stuff, she leveled up when she met this dude.
She was broke.
She was broke, basically. You know what I'm saying? Probably driving that, probably driving a clunker. You know what I'm saying? Hustling, doing whatever she needs to do. And then she met this dude who got pockets, or as, the internet world has been saying, a high-value man, okay? And she leveled up. but let's continue.
Than what it was normally. And I feel like if you
Like she said, what her life has been was normally. So she leveled up. He upgraded her life. He upgraded her. Okay, isn't that a song? Let me upgrade you or something like that.
Yeah, Neo.
That's Neo. Thank you. So he went up to her and he was just like, "Hey, let me upgrade you." You know what I'm saying? And so I don't remember the song,
No,
but
that wasn't it.
I know it wasn't, but you know what I'm saying. He goes up and he's like, "Hey, girl, I'm about to change your life. If you with me, if you're rolling with me, I got you." So she gets the car. She gets the nice things. Let's continue.
You brought me to like this level, and then we didn't work out, but we're still friends. You know, we didn't have beef, and no one cheated. It was just didn't work out.
It didn't work out. I wonder who broke up with who. My guess is that she broke up with him. That's my assumption.
Bingo.
Because she's sitting there going, "Oh no, no one cheated on nobody. Everything's cool, but we're still friends." Of course, you're still friends. If he's still paying your bills, you're most definitely still friends. Maybe friends with benefits, but I digress. Let's continue.
But I still, I wasn't going to move from my space because it didn't work out. I wasn't going to give him back my car because I'm not going to downgrade my lifestyle because me and you are no longer together. And I just feel like if you put me in this space and that was under your budget, then what's the difference now? You know?
Okay, so and this girl says something that's
You
true.
were my girlfriend. I was fucking you.
Yeah, but
Facts.
I was fucking you.
I just feel.
So here it is. She automatically says, "Oh, I'm not about to downgrade because I stopped dating you." Okay, I'm sorry. Real quick, ladies and gentlemen, it's called getting a job. It's called getting a job that's going to financially support you in all the lavish things and all the spoils that you've been bestowed upon and doted on by this man, by this high value man. If you want to keep those things, then get a job. Let's continue.
Yeah, but I personally feel like, no, I'm not moving.
But see, what he did was this, though. He gave you the upgrade, but part of that upgrade is because you're with me.
Yes.
You understand? So let me just go, though. So we didn't work out, me and you dating. You feel me? So I'm supposed to keep paying your loft and keep paying your Benz. Now, I get it. You're a true boss if you do that, and that's the vibe we're getting. But Jazz,
no, it's just I'm not moving, and you're gonna have to deal with it.
If you want to stay upgraded, stay with me. If not, go see what's out there.
Oh, so then if that's the case, you want me to stay with you for these items and use you basically?
Not for them. If you want to live like this, it comes with being with me.
Okay.
Facts.
So then you would prefer a woman to just stay with you for her items and her lifestyle. My lifestyle is now contingent. My current new lifestyle that you upgraded me to is now contingent on me being in a relationship with you, and that's the only way I can have it in this moment. Then what stops me from just staying with you for that?
Then Jazz, you want him to keep your lifestyle up, keep paying your bills, keep you on that same upgraded level. No, you were dating a man that had money, so dating him came with a lifestyle. But if we're not working and our love is dead, I don't owe you to keep paying your car note and your mortgage. I'm not entitled to. Now, if I'm that rich, then okay. But
Still not entitled.
No, but still, no matter what, even if you are that rich, at some point, that person that's paying all your bills is literally going to have a sobering moment. He's going to be in the middle of doing whatever he's doing. He's in the middle of paying bills, or he's in the middle of taking a dump in a toilet, or he's sitting there taking a shower with his new boo thing that he's upgraded to, and he's going to have that moment of that moment of clarity, and he's going to go, "Wait a second, why am I paying for two girls? The hell's going on?" Doesn't matter how ballin' the dude is, how much money the guy is making, doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the dude's gonna wake up and realize that he's wasting his money. He's not getting anything from you. You ain't giving him none of the loving. Y'all ain't knocking the boots. Y'all ain't doing nothing between the sheets. Why? Why would he have to stay to maintain and be your financier so that you can enjoy the lavish lifestyle that you did have when you were with him? If you decided to leave, or if it was a mutual breakup, I could see him going, "Hey, let me give you a little bit. All right? I'm going to give you a couple months so you can figure your stuff out. Okay? Bills are going to be taken care of, almost like a severance package. I mean, it's so ridiculous because she looks good. Because she looks good in photos. She's arm candy. She's an ornament, for crying out loud. She's getting paid because she looks good. She's getting a severance package because she looks good. That's ridiculous, y'all. Let's finish this clip out.
Basically, that isn't really my job. You should find you a man like me and upgrade to him and keep your lifestyle.
But that takes time. So I just feel like if someone had me on a certain pedestal, you're not just because we no longer working, you're not just gonna rip the pedestal from me. Like, or I'm gonna feel a type of way and just as petty and ruin them things. I'm gonna ruin the car. I'm gonna trash the house.
Petty as hell.
Sponsor you until you move on.
Right. Basically, that's basically what she's saying, right?
Not until I move on, but give me, until I
more time.
So, in other words, she's saying, support me until I find that new dude, that new high value man that's going to financially support me so I can turn to you and go, thank you so much. I really appreciate you spending your time on my ass, spending your money, paying my car note, paying my rent, etc., mortgage maybe, you never know. And then when I find the right dude that can actually swoop in and take care of all the stuff financially, we're good. Thank you, deuces.
Ridiculous.
Ain't it? Ain't it
so
though?
she expects him to be welfare because welfare was designed to temporarily be I would say economic support in between jobs.
Yep.
So I guess she thinks that he's her welfare. So while they're not dating anymore, he gets no more benefits whatsoever. No kind of sexual pleasing, no kind of meeting his needs. She still wants the benefits until she finds a new man just like him. Who makes people like this? God, who raised her? Like just because you have a nice figure, a nice body, does not equal you to a lifetime of a lavish lifestyle. That's not how it works. Maybe if you deal with people in small circles and all they care about is those superficial things, then play in that field of I guess you would say foolery. But for the rest of us, your body is, yes, first thing is going to be attraction, physical attraction. But after that, you have to be able to earn beneficial things like a lavish lifestyle along the way. You got to keep putting in the work. You can't just get it instantly. So I don't understand her mindset. She is totally oblivious to what it means to be independent like she wants to be. She actually is dependent on somebody to fill all of her needs, but nothing comes in return. What kind of selfish, one-sided crap is this?
Okay, and the funny thing is let me tell you something real quick, my brother. You want to know something very interesting? T? She's not the first, nor will she ever be the last to say this kind of stuff. Okay? We live in a world, and I said this in my other video too. We live in a world where if there are women who look a certain way, right? They're Instagram ready, right? They're Instagram models. They're I guess you would say high value, but what is high value just on looks alone? But you got somebody who looks really great on camera, looks, is sexy or beautiful or gorgeous. There's a lot of women out here that do believe that because they look this way, they are allowed certain amenities. I've heard this story multiple times. This is not the first story. I hear this from guys who are like 6 figures and up all day long, talking about how they they are with somebody and say the person's gorgeous, right? Gorgeous girl. But that's all she brings to the table. I'm sorry for saying it like that. I'm not trying to bash women or anything of that sort. I'm not. But there are women out here that only rely or lean really hard on their looks, and that's it. That's all they lean on. It's their looks and looks alone. And so when they meet, and of course, especially if you're of some caliber where you are aesthetically, by popular opinion, you are aesthetically pleasing to the eye, right? You tend to find men who have deep pockets. Then at the same time, you'll have these guys sit there and go, well, I'm spending all this damn money on this girl, blah, blah, blah. And some of these girls will actually say, I'm worth it. Verbatim. And of course, these guys will sit there and go, yeah, she is fine as hell. She does look good in that thong. She does look good in that bikini. She looks great in her Instagram photos. She looks great with me. And it's a sign of success having this, perfect 10, I guess, hanging all over my body in front of all my buddies and everything. So yes, I guess she's worth it. And that's literally what happens. But then, because they're performing fairly well, they can handle themselves in front of other people. Sometimes though, some of these girls, and this is all men, this is men too, because there's a lot of there's sugar babies not only just on the female side, there are sugar babies on the male side too. But you got somebody who is out here that has no personality. They are literally a shell. There's nothing on the inside. They literally are just really good looking, but they have nothing to bring to the table. No wit, no personality whatsoever. But they sit there and say, I'm worth it because I'm blessing you with my body. So then when the guy, and obviously you could tell that girl's hella toxic. But then you got this, the guy who turns over, or her, that says, I want to venture off and meet other guys because maybe she's tired of the dude. There's only so much a woman or person can take from somebody. Like at some point, you get to a level of you're just done. You're just annoyed. Doesn't matter how many zeros he's got in his bank account, y'all. At some point, you're going to be tired of that dude. And that's exactly what happened. She said, I want to move on. And he's like, all right, babe, you do what you got to do. But now she's sitting there going, oh, no, you got to pay for all this stuff, though. Because I don't want to step backwards. Oh, hell no. I've been with you for this long. There's no way I'm going to step backwards. Interesting. And sad.
That's the part there. It's like, all right, I get why you're with her, giving her all these lavish things, and she's your eye candy, and she's, it's a fair exchange. But once she leaves, that deal was over. I'm not going to continue to finance your lifestyle. That's the most absurd thing in history that I've ever heard. I swear it is. Like, how do you expect any man, unless I guess you would call him a simp. I guess you would call him.
Oh yeah, be a simp like a mug.
That would continue to pay for a lifestyle that he no longer benefits from. It's like that's crazy to me. Nah.
It's absolutely maddening. No, it's absolutely maddening.
Out of here for that.
It's like how can you sit there, like I said, and let something like this happen? And this is when I turn to the men and women, because there are women out here that financially support good-looking men out here too. So it's universal. It crosses both sexes. You know what I'm saying? Because he might perform in the bedroom very, very well, and then he got the six-pack and he's young and he looks good and blah blah blah, and he's taking full advantage of your spread as well. All the stuff that you got. Real talk. I'm being real talk.
No job.
No job, no nothing. Smoking weed all day, playing video games, but when you get home and you want to get taken care of, he's there to take care of you. And that's literally it. But this is the thing. This is not a surprising story. This is a tale as old as time. And what's very frustrating about it is that somebody asked a second ago or a little bit ago, who is raising these women or these people to think this way? You want to know what it is? It's society. It's TV. It's social media. It's the stuff that we consume every single day. All we see are, look how much we put Instagram numbers and models, for example, on a pedestal, right? If you know, not only is it like, oh, whoa, you got 100,000 followers on Instagram? Damn, right? But then you also got the girls that are constantly posing, constantly looking good, thirst trapping most of the time. There's a lot of guys out here from all over the world that they have their fingertips on their IG, scouring that platform, trying to find the next girl, find the next person that they want to get in bed with. And the funny thing is they find them, they get flown out, they get all the lavish stuff, they get the cars, they get all this stuff. And that's what is getting glorified even more now. So instead of actually finding some real person, some real tangible, real human being that might be gorgeous on the outside, but gorgeous on the inside, it is very few and far between now. Because we have people that glorify just the look and the look alone. It's all right there on IG. I guarantee you, as soon as you scroll through it, there's always something. Some girl with some bottles, you know, doing this, standing next to a Rolls Royce, you know what I'm saying? Or they're sitting there posing perfectly, you know, in Dubai or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It always happens. And you're going, how did this girl from Jersey, you know what I'm saying, go from being in Jersey to being damn Dubai, riding a damn camel in a thong? How did that happen? Dude found her online, said, what's up? But then as soon as she's done with him, has her way with what she needs from him, and she wants to part ways, or if he wants to part ways, because also on the other side, he can get very tired of it too, y'all. What's she gonna do? She's gonna sit there and go, but I'm here though. I need to find a place, and I don't have that kind of money. No problem. I got you. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of the first 6 months in this new place. I'll put the down payment, and it's like, I need furniture. I'll pay for the furniture. I got you. And then the rest is all on you. But that really does happen, y'all. Really does happen.
Crazy.
It's absolutely insane. But it does happen. So, real quick, I want to hear y'all thoughts on this. 314-766-4581. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this situation, because it's insane. It's absolutely insane. But at the same time, it is real, and it happens everywhere. Like I even talked about in that video before, it's like, it's hard for guys to approach women because some women, not all women, but some women really, really, they want the whole thing. They want the 6 figures, young 6 figures. They want their 6-figure Prince Charming. But sometimes they'll go, he'll do. You know, he's got 6 figures. He may not be good looking, but he got the money though. I can tolerate this for a little while. That's really what happens. So give me a call. Lines are open. 314-766-4581. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Ladies, I would love to hear your thoughts on this, ladies. Real talk. Love to hear your thoughts. 314-766-4581. But that's the thing. You know, we have this that does happen a lot. And then the question I guess I have in the back of my mind is like, well, so then how long? You know what I'm saying? Is there some contractual agreement with some of these people? Because you know for a fact that dude's not going to go and just take care of a particular person forever. That would be insane.
No, I mean, I'm guessing that these chicks must rotate like clockwork. Every few weeks, somebody new is in their spot. It has to be.
Facts.
Maybe a few months if they kind of do more than the average girl. but they're just all probably on a temporary audition with these men, honestly, until they find the right one or the man finds the right one to keep it long term.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And what's crazy is Madeline said something. Madeline Reed just said, what do you expect when this generation of younger adults is raised by cell phones and tablets? That's absolutely right. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I mean, we live in a completely different world. You know what I'm saying? That's in comparison to what it was when I was a teenager. You know what I'm saying? It's completely different. And what is glorified and what is honored and what is looked up to now is totally different from what it was back then. Yes, still money, power, and fame still are one of those things that's still up there on the upper echelon of things, but still there's new things that are out here now. You know what I'm saying? That put people like Blue Jazz or Blue Jasmine out here in the bed of six-figure-a-year men. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I'm assuming that she must have been a stripper or something because, I mean, first of all, her name is Blue Jasmine, so she must have been a stripper or something in that, area of expertise.
Maybe.
Or she's an IG model, but like what defines an IG model? Because I think almost every woman on there who's showing themselves in bikinis daily, and that's their thing, or they're fitness models, quote unquote, or whatever, like what makes them qualify as a quote unquote model? Is it the number of views they have? Is it the number of likes they have? Is it their subscriptions? Like what makes those girls models, quote unquote?
That's a damn good question. I really think it's the whole fake it till you make it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that is a very good question. Because if you really think about it, a lot of people will sit there and go, oh, I'm a model. Clearly. Because they took a few photos and they're posing a certain way, therefore they are a model. And I feel like a lot of these girls will do that. They'll pay a photographer to go and take a bunch of photos of them, in different outfits, and then they'll just post. Post. Until one day somebody turns over and says, you're a model. I need you to pose with this bottle of champagne. You see what I'm saying? And there are a lot of booty models too. Models that are just, they got the fat posterior and that's it. You see what I'm saying? So they do the whole posing and stuff. You know what I mean? Stick it out a little bit with the bottle of whiskey or cognac or whatever the heck it is. You know what I'm saying? The bottle of liquor. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all about that fake it till you make it. And then you all of a sudden start getting all these followers and all that because you're thirst trapping on your Instagram. But that's getting a lot of dudes' attention because what else is new? Sex sells. You know what I'm saying? And the juicier the booty, the more the likes you get. You know what I'm saying? That's the facts. And then eventually somebody sees that.
Yeah, everything seems to me like the same copycat cookie cutter, thing. Like, how do you differentiate between the women? They all look the same. They all have the same eyelashes, the same extensions in their hair. They get the same butt implants, breast implants. So how do you differentiate one between the other?
That's a.
I'm just asking the question.
It's a good question, but hold on. Let me hold that thought. We're gonna have to ask that again. We got a phone call. Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, this is A-Lady calling from California.
Hey, lady. Hey, good. I'm good, A-Lady. What's on your mind? Speak on it.
Hey.
I have a question for you guys. So we have the women getting the implants. They've been doing the breast implants for a long time, but now with the hips and the
BBLs
implant, and then they're on the skinny little legs. You guys, does that look good? Tell me, because they keep doing it. They're making, now the guys are making fun of the girls who've done this to impress the guys. It's really sad.
Hey, lady, I do appreciate the phone call. You know what? I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to say right now, nah. Nah. We don't need we're not looking for like this random capital P. Like you see what I'm saying? Like it's very off-putting because I've seen the BBLs and how the procedure's done and all that, and it's a scary thing. But a lot of them, it's too much. A lot of it, because the whole purpose of plastic surgery, in my personal opinion, the whole purpose of plastic surgery is to come off like nothing happened, to come off like you didn't do anything. You just happen to be that good looking. You know what I mean? That whole, making it look as natural as possible, right? But there's girls out here that'll do these ridiculous amount, or they'll do the injections into their butts, and it'll be so much to the point where you're like, I can't. And then they have the chicken legs, and it's kind of like, okay, girl, I get that you got the booty, right? That's fantastic, but you really need to start working those legs because that's not going to work. You got to balance it out. It has to be aesthetically pleasing. If you're going to do something to your body, right, ladies, if you're going to do something to your bodies, all I ask, because don't get me wrong, hey, don't get me wrong. Every man loves to grab a little something, something. Let's be real, okay? Every red-blooded man likes to grab a little something and feel it.
About that.
But at the same time, damn it, please make it natural. Make it natural. Make it aesthetically pleasing to your body. That's it. Because a lot of the girls don't do that. They'll do circus boobies or circus butt, and it's just like, whoa. And I don't know if guys are sitting there going, damn, that ass. And if they do, then hey, good on you. But for me, that throws me off. Because now I'm just thinking of chicken legs with a whole bunch of meat at the top. It's like a lollipop. It's like a meat lollipop up on the top. I just can't do it. Personally, I can't do it. It's not attractive.
I'll say this, that the ass to legs ratio matters.
Facts.
So you can tell a woman with a natural ass, just from, like you said, a lady, from where her legs and her hips kind of come together. And it definitely does matter. And I think Kim Kardashian may have had a couple bad surgeries like that, where her legs were kind of skinny, her ass was just popping out way too much.
Yeah.
So it's not very attractive. It's not. At least not for me. It's not.
Right. She been having bad posteriors. But go ahead, hey lady.
Oh, I was just going to say, well, talk to your boys, because these poor women are out here killing themselves and they're getting paid for it. They are the models that are, in the modeling clothing online. They are being represented as this is what a woman looks like and she should. And it seems that somebody must be liking it because they're getting paid for it. But I just want to shout out to the family. Love y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for the call. Bye.
Thanks.
What's funny is because here it is though, because remember when boobs were a thing? Do you remember when it was like all about boobs, right? It was boobs, no butt at all, right? And then now things have changed because hip hop is now in the forefront of everything. The culture is taking over and all that, and it's all about looking as curvaceous and voluptuous as you can. Back in the day, it was all about like boobs and big boobs, and that's it. Stick figure with boobs. But the funny thing is there would be people, girls out there that would go they would overdo it with the boobs to look like circus, sideshow freaks, pretty much. And it's the same thing on this side, now with the whole posterior stuff with the BBLs and the injections in the butts and all that stuff. It's kind of like, yo, do it tastefully. We got a call. Hey, you're on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello, Pascal.
Hello.
This is Nor.
Nor, how you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good.
Good.
It's been a while since I called in.
It has. What's on your mind?
Yeah.
Speak on it, girl.
Okay. I think a lot of these girls, the new generation, I'm already old, so I don't care about myself. But I think the form of self-entitlement is due to social media because the attention is instant, Mm-hmm. During my time in the 90s, we had to basically go out and, if I go to the club, the guys will, fight and then, hand you over a piece of paper with your phone number or at least try to memorize the number. You get one digit wrong, that's it, you know?
Right.
The chances are off. But now it's instant gratification. All these women have choices, you know? They can have the pig from the crop, you know, like millionaire or whatever, but I don't get that, because material things can only go so far. And plus, you know, beauty also fade. I also doubt that all these women can cook, clean, or crochet, or knitting, or whatever, you know, as a woman. Somehow the new generation woman lost their feminine. And not being feminine is no longer there anymore. It's just like very vulgar, you know. They copy what they see. Like for the big butt and the chicken leg, I don't get that concept either. But I think they copy it from the Kardashian. They copy what they see. You know, I mean, for me, when I look at them, they look like they're wearing diapers. I got mortified by it. You know?
That's so true.
That is very true. I mean, a lot of it is it is a lot of times when it's too much, it's getting, it's almost comical. And it is all about that natural as you can make it look, you know, as aesthetically natural as you can get it. I get it. Some girls, ladies, if it makes you happy, do it. I'm not going to sit there and tell you to not to do something. But all I say is, if you can do it, do it. Or if you are going to do it tastefully. You know, the dude is still going to step up to you and talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying. Like, dudes are still going to come up and shoot their shot no matter what, you know? And if you're in a relationship, the man's still going to love you whether you do it or not as well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but during my time in the 90s, I know all the guys go for boobs, okay? And I'm an A-cup girl. Nobody wants to date me, okay? You know how many times all the guys turn me down because they like what they see on the upstairs, because they want to see cleavage. If yours look like the flagpole, nobody wants to approach you. Or I was called the airport runaway because I didn't have boobs. But now when I'm older, I'm kind of like thankful, because my boobs won't sag. It always will be on the first level. It will never go to basement, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some benefits. There's some benefits. You know what I'm saying? That's all. There's some benefits up in this piece, nerd.
The reason why I attracted a lot of men is because I was a plain Jane, and I was a tomboy. And I would go to clubs with just a pair of jeans and a T-shirt, and at that time was a Puma sneakers. That was it. I didn't have to try so hard. I didn't have to put makeup. I hate makeup. And the guys will always say, you know what, the reason why we approach you because you're different. Because all the girls are trying so hard, put everything on, but you just come here just having fun. That's what you should do. Like, be confident no matter what you do. You don't have to care about what people think about you or what beauty is. But I did suffer from, you know, at 16, I feel ugly, because that's just the way you are, because you are going to puberty. But as I age, then I realized that you don't have to try all this nonsense. Like, you put on fake hair, put fake nails, everything all fake. Like, what, I mean, I would hate to wake up. If I'm a guy, I would hate to wake up next to you like, who the hell did I sleep with yesterday? Mm-hmm. And then suddenly the dentures come out. I mean, I'll be horrified. You know, I'll be out the door. I mean, it's just crazy. And, you know, money, like, I think somebody said on the comment, LED said money makes the world go round. And I agree. It seems like now with money you can buy everything. Love is no longer love. Love is equal lust. They lust for one another. That's why a lot of marriages, a lot of relationships won't last long, because it's easy access. It's easy for a man and woman to cheat on Facebook or Instagram, wherever, you know?
Yeah,
but
go ahead. I'm sorry. Say the last part.
Oh, no. But like I said, my husband said he always kissed me and grabbed me and hugged me and said, I'm so glad you are here, because I don't have to go out in this cruel world and find another one. Like, I would rather be a monk after you die than go on a date. I was like, you have to be brave for yourself.
And that's beautiful. But that's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because you found a real one. You know what I'm saying? And he found a real one too. So it's like I said in that other video, it is hard out here for anybody. And a lot of times for anybody who has, you know, who is making money or doesn't make money or whatever, sometimes love turns into a business. It's like a contract. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like a business transaction sometimes. And that's pretty much what happened in this particular video that we showed earlier. You know, it's almost like it's a business arrangement rather than it being, hey, we're going to try to see if this relationship works and if this is real love. You know, what were you going to say, Nur?
Yeah, but she came off as so arrogant and entitled, and she's not even all that. I mean, I'm sorry, but I look at her face, it's like everything basically from top to bottom, she looked like the knockoff of Jasmine from the Aladdin, you know? So I'm like,
Aladdin, yeah.
It's benefiting to her name, Jasmine. What, Blue Jasmine? I don't know what kind of tea is that, but okay, whatever. She's happy with her name. But to come on YouTube and say that she demand everything, like, what can you give the guy? You broke off means you're done. You cannot be saying like, oh, I'm a strong, independent woman, but hey, wait a minute, I will have to depend on my ex to get back on my feet.
Right.
It's two contradiction between feminism these days. They're like, I'm a strong, independent woman, and then the baby daddy is paying for that shit. Sorry, but it is what it is sometimes, you know?
Preach.
Yeah,
you know?
Facts. That's hard.
You know,
facts.
it's like, I'm a strong, independent woman. I'm going to go out and buy, and then after that, they take money from their ex or the husband. They make the poor husband become poor, or some of them even kill themselves because the woman can be really, I'm sorry, I'm not against all women, but I've seen a lot of vicious women, okay? And this is coming from a woman, I know it. It's like they use the children as a bargain chip. I've seen a lot of that crap in my life. So I know some people, some feminists out there will probably burst into flame, but I don't care. It is what it is. If you're a strong, independent woman, make sure you get a job. Even if it's a McDonald's job, at least you are a strong, independent woman. You can say on top of Mount Everest, say, I don't need men's money.
Facts.
Period.
Facts.
You know?
And you know what? I agree with you 100.
That's all.
I agree with you 110%. Nerd, thank you so much for the phone call. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, sweetheart. Great hearing you.
Okay.
All
You
right.
have a good evening.
You
Bye.
too. Bye-bye. Yeah, she dropped some knowledge, dropping some knowledge bombs. Knowledge. But that's the thing. You know, it's true. Get a job. You know what I'm saying? If you want to keep that luscious, lavish lifestyle that you've been having because this man had 6 figures and was taking care of your ass, then you go and do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Get your businesswoman on, you know, or get your businessman on if you are, you know, a guy who is a sugar baby too. You know what I'm saying? But this stuff seriously does need to, it's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. And I look at it going, what do you think people are looking at you as? Right? So this girl talking about this story, telling this story, and she feels like what she's saying is totally valid. What does she say to her friends? You know what? I can even answer that. I can actually even answer that question for myself. She's not surrounding herself with other people who are forward-thinking people. They're like-minded just like her, and they're saying, that's right, girl, get yours. That's literally what it is. Instead of, and you're not a strong, independent woman, you're the antithesis of that. Now you're the side chick in his other apartment, driving his car, living in his bed, mooching off of him. How much can a guy or people look, you know what I'm saying, at a girl like that and actually say, yeah, I want to date her? Is she dating material? Hell to the no. I could say that right now. She is most definitely not that at all. She's the antithesis of that. That's a toxic human being. That's bad news bears. She also even said that what's so crazy. She said, if things aren't going the way I want them to go, I'll just destroy everything in the place.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Let's not forget that part. You know what I'm saying? That part.
Psycho,
that
toxic.
Dead giveaway of somebody who was either just spoiled as all get out or doesn't know how to control themselves as an adult, has anger issues, or grew up watching their parents act that certain way and thought that this is okay for them to act as such. And that's sad.
Why is that okay though? Like who set the precedent that was okay for a woman, or I won't call it that, I say a female, to try to extort a man, a good man at least. If it's a bad man, whatever. It was a good...
Any sense to me at all? What is going on? Hold on. This thing just suddenly started buffering. And I got good internet. So, I think we're good. Okay, we're good. We're back to normal. Okay, so, yeah, and that's the other thing. But at the same time, you got to remember, there's a lot of girls that are growing up watching those reality shows, watching those things, watching those ridiculous things that are going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that are on TV, and they're saying, it's okay to lash out this way. But if a man lashes out that way, we're looked at as something completely different.
Going to jail. Okay,
we going to jail. We're looking at we're looked at as being a toxic human being. You know what I'm saying? We're being looked at it like, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
We're dogs, and we're
real talk.
Yeah, it's like we can't catch a break. The good guys can't catch a break.
But a girl, when she lashes out, it's okay. Like that kind of stuff. Oh, I'll just break all your stuff and everything, or break all the things that are there. It's totally justified. And it's like, wow, that makes no sense. Sarah said, oh, thank God it's Pascal and T. I've had the shittiest night ever and needed some Pascal show energy. Hello, Sarah. Thank you so much for the comment. I really do appreciate that. And yes, we're talking about something completely different and off the reservation that we usually do talk about. So, hey, Sarah, welcome to the show. And unfortunately, we're going to be wrapping up here very shortly. So you might want to hit the rewind and watch the rest of the whole video from the beginning to the end. It's worth the watch. But as I was saying, we are in this world now where it is not, that it is not frowned upon for this kind of behavior to exist. Now, I think that it happened less back in the day because I don't think that there were as many well-to-do single men out there. Okay? I'm talking about when we were kids, right? The way of dating, the way of, canoodling, the way things are approached are completely different in comparison to what they are now. Everything is, like I said, at our fingertips. Everything is in our pocket. If we want to talk to somebody in Dubai via a Snapchat or Instagram or something like that, it can be achieved. If a rich man finds a girl in Japan that he really wants to be with and is saying, hey, I will fly you out here just so you can hang out with me in LA, that can actually happen. 2 seconds, she's in a plane flying over to California. You know what I'm saying? So I think that things have changed, and these types of women or these types of people, like I said, there are men that are out here that do this too. It's not a far-fetched thing now. It's now it's an ongoing normal thing. And it's funny because the more you look around, the more you see, and especially if you're in the single world, right? If you're in the dating world, the more you look around, the more you're going to see these types of people pop up. Not only just the dudes with the cash flow that is willing to fly a girl out just so that they can go and take them to dinner and hopefully smash later, because it's kind of like a guarantee that they're going to smash later. Because if they're spending all that money for you to fly out and spend the day, even just a day with them, first class airline tickets to some city, and you're having dinner with them, 9 times out of 10, the guy is expecting to see you naked later. Let's keep it real, right? But
eventually, the first date used to be like, all right, do you kiss him or not? Now it's like, it's way more than that. Like people were smashing on the first date. So
yeah, I mean, we live in a different world now, though, baby.
The game has changed up for sure.
Completely different now. Completely different.
The hunt is over though. Like think about it as a man. Like if you're hitting every girl on the first date, like in the bed, like there's no more curiosity. Like there's no more hunt. There's no more like ambition. Like before, like you couldn't wait to finally achieve that status of I'm hitting this tonight. It was maybe after a few dates, maybe after a few weeks, whatever it may be. But now it's like right away. There's no more thrill. Like whatever. You know, just take it and keep going. What makes you special? Nothing. Bye. Next.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the thing. You know what I mean? Because even so, those high value men have a lot of opportunities and a lot of options too. They got options. You know what I'm saying? They got options, but at the same time, they're going after girls like her or other ones. Like I'm not kidding you. I know this girl that I met a long time ago, and beautiful girl, very cool, you know, etc. She was working in a Starbucks, all right, and suddenly she started doing her fitness. You know what I mean? She started taking care of herself, doing the fitness, working out, you know, just taking care of herself. Now I'm seeing her in like on lavish trips out in like isolated islands and stuff like that, and places that you would never see in your lifetime, unless you had that kind of Skrilla. You know what I mean? Unless you had that kind of money, you're not gonna see that in your lifetime. You know what I'm saying? And this girl is not making that kind of money, but now she's out there doing her thing. And then I see the guy in her posts and stuff, and I'm like, oh, I see. Okay. Hey, to each their own. But at the same time, he is not a guy that I would think that she or any other person would even date. But he got money. He got the yachts and the private planes and the tricked out rides and stuff. And that gets her attention. Next thing you know,
not good money.
All money's not good money. But at the same time, that's letting her go and do what she needs to do. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if she is, I don't know if she's financially backed by this dude, but at the same time, her life completely changed from working at a Starbucks to swinging in a swing over a blue ocean, as blue can be. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, when this whole movement ends is when men put their foot down, or people who have money who are doing this for their exes puts their foot down. Once they put their foot down and say, hey, I ain't about that life. I'm not paying for you, man. Yes, I get it that I helped you. I brought your life. I upgraded you. You know what I mean? Yay. Then get a job. Get a job. If that's what it is, get a job. Or, you know what? Hey, if you want to work for me, earn your pay. You know what I'm saying? You're good at these certain things, blah, 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 blah. Get a job. Come work for me. You can be my employee. Done. We got one last phone call. Hey, you on the mic with the Pascal Show. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Brother Pascal, Mr. T, what's going on? It's Chuck Diesel.
What's up, Chuck Diesel?
Hey, what's up, man?
I can't call it, man. Just chilling. Just listening to this craziness that's going on. Like
yeah.
It's so many females like from this younger generation that are, just lost when it comes to who they are. You know what I mean? Like as women. And I think that the men are doing a disservice to these females as well, because the yin and yang theory is something that's near and dear to my heart. Like as far as, opposites attracting, and the man needing the woman, and you know, the darkness and the light coming together to create perfect harmony. You know what I mean? So it's like the man is supposed to uplift the woman and vice versa. You know what I mean? The woman's supposed to do the same thing for the man. I feel as though men now are doing a complete disservice to women, you know, when they're just giving them everything. And then, you know, women expect this. So it's just like when you come across a man that's, you know, like, what are you bringing to the table besides a booty that's injected with chicken stock? You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
You know, because once all of that, you know, once that youth fades away, what do you really have to bring to the table?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, it's all smoke and mirrors, and nobody's helping anybody. Like, you're not. We living in a generation now where it's what have you done for me? What have you done for me lately? And
facts.
You know, I want it and I want it now. Like, that's just not how life works.
Yep.
You know, and I don't know. It's kind of throwing me off because like these women and these men are really like subscribing to that philosophy. Like, I need it and I need it now. What can you do for me?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's about what can you do to build. Like, you see what you see, but you got to be able to see 1,000 miles down the road, like the potential of a person.
Facts. Oh, hard facts.
You know,
hard facts.
And everybody, you know, it's just like instant gratification in the day and age that we live in now.
Yeah.
And that's not help. That's not helping us.
We live in
You
a
know, I remember,
disposable
like,
world. It's disposable, literally. But
Absolutely.
you were saying, Chuck. Sorry, you were saying.
No. Because I look at my grandparents. You know, they've been together for 44 years. You know, married for 44 years. Like, what happened to black love like that? You know what I mean? Like, where you really appreciate a person and you take that time to learn a person and you grow with that person and you become one. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
Now it's just like, it's basically just for the season. And then it's like, okay, on to the next one. But at the end of the day, like,
yeah.
what are we gaining? Like, it's like the whole principle of loving a person and understanding a person. It's like a foreign concept now. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of throwing me off.
You're talking
So
about
when I see a female like Blue or whatever her name is, Blue Slime, whatever you know, when I
Yeah.
see that, you know, when I see that, it's disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, who, like Mr. T said, who raised you? You know, like, but that's what they call the microwave generation. Like, you come home from school and you throw whatever in the microwave, and then you sit in front of the TV because, you know, that's what your parents, you know, that's how they're going to, you know, babysit you while they're out doing whatever. Nobody's taking time to raise these children.
Facts.
And I think that she's a product of her environment. You know what I mean? And it's millions of others just like her.
Absolutely.
And it's not just women, it's men too.
Yep. And it's sad.
So,
and it's
you know.
also the other thing too. You got to flip it around too, because there's a lot of guys out there that are either not only just dudes that are just, you know, fuck boys, you know, that are just, you know, fiending off of the high value woman that's making a lot, you know, the career woman that's making 6 figures. But there is also the other side too, where the guy who has the monies, he knows he got money, so he got options, and therefore he's kind of like, all right, I've been there, done that. I'm good with you, Blue Jasmine. I found another girl that's younger and hotter than you. Thank you so much for your time. Deuces. And that happens too. You see what I'm saying? So it is kind of a sad, cyclical thing of messed up stuff. But yeah, we do live in this weird, crazy, disposable type of mentality of, I'm going to use you until I can't use you no more. And then I'm going to hop off and jump onto this other person and ride their money train for as long as I can until, you see what I'm saying? And it just keeps doing this money leapfrog. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's sad too. And the other thing I was going to say too, it's not only just black love. It's just traditional love. It's that old-fashioned love that you're talking about.
It's traditional love.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Where it's like, hey, I'm there for you no matter what. I am with you. All things is, you know, all these things that are going bad, you know, I'm here with you through the thick and thin. Hey, you lost a lot of money. You know what I mean? We got to eat ramen for a couple days. Bet, girl. Like, bet, honey. I have no problem doing that. Hey, I could lose a few pounds this week. That's all good. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, I got you. You know, that kind of stuff doesn't exist anymore. Now we live in this world and this mentality of, as you said before, and I've said it a million times, it's like, What can you do for me? You know what I mean? What you got? And it's kind of like, well, damn, can't we get together and build? Bruh, what happened to that? But that old-fashioned love don't exist no more.
Right. I mean, it exists because it's still people like me that's out here. You know what I mean? So I'm always going to put that first. Like, if you just build like a 100-foot, you know, a 100-story building, but the foundation isn't there, guess what? That building's going to crumble. You see what I'm saying? So it's like you have to build a strong foundation. And that foundation is friendship, understanding, you know, getting to know that person. So then as you build, you know, your foundation is strong. There's nothing that can shake, you know, what you're building upon. And I think that this younger generation is really missing out on, you know, looking back to the elders and what was their, you know, what their formula for success was, and they're not paying attention to it, you know?
Right. I'm with you 100%. I'm with you 110%, bruh.
Right.
Beautifully said.
Very well said.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man.
All right, okay, Mr. T.
All right, check these with, man. As always, man. It's a pleasure.
Hey, always. All right, Pascal, y'all have a great night.
All right, man. You too, brother. Peace.
Okay. Peace.
Man,
great call.
Yeah, that was a great call. And that was very well said. Zoe even said that, and I agree. Very, very well said. I mean, yes, we don't have that. We don't have that. It don't exist anymore. You know what I'm saying? The old-fashioned love, the traditional love, all that, it just doesn't exist. We need to bring it back, though. Like, I would love for things to be glorified, that traditional old-fashioned love. I would love to see that being glorified, because right now we just have all this stuff where it's just like, all right, you know, they look cool together, so they're going to be together kind of thing. It's like, where's the old-fashioned love? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just doesn't, it does exist.
But it's not being, I'll say this, just like good music, it's not being put in the mainstream anymore. Like, we have to go out and find quality music.
Facts.
Everything on the radio is this recycled, you know, eye-popping, catchy stuff. But it's recyclable. But quality music, you know, which we all call, you know, the oldies, is always in style forever. So I think with love being traditional, we have to be able to see that and on a more mainstream basis. It's funny because like this topic for tonight. It's funny because this is another YouTuber named Anthony O'Neill. He did a quick snippet of Kevin Samuels' video titled "Should Men Pay for Everything?" And I posted something in the chat. It was pretty popular, and I said, "I don't need a woman to pay anything for me. Even if she offered, I would decline. But I firmly believe in reciprocating. It should be a natural exchange of self. It's a form of love, sharing and being accountable and being actionable. When it's time to build, she needs to step up and be a resource and fulfill her role as a helpmate. Once you are in a committed thing like a marriage. But if you're single and not committed, those rules may not apply. But you should always set clear expectations and boundaries." So, I mean, like, I feel like, you know, every person has a role to play. And the role shouldn't be some temporary, like D said, microwavable, you know, thing. Like substance, foundation, those things, you know, are weatherproof. They're going to survive forever. You can't build your home or your marriage relationship on quicksand. It's going to sink. So you have to have a strong concrete foundation. So when a man and woman gets together, you have to be like-minded enough to come together and establish something that can build a legacy that after they're dead, their children and children's children can live off from, that fruit. But that's not going to be available for us in the future at all if we continue to let trash become the mainstream, unfortunately.
But unfortunately, mainstream loves trash. That's the issue that we live with. You know what I'm saying? We glorify, at least the mainstream glorifies that whole thing of like ratchetness. You know what I'm saying? Ridiculousness. Yes. You know, we don't, and still to this day, it doesn't matter how much the world has changed. It's not like we really embrace intellectuals. It's not like we embrace people who are doing really amazing things and forward-thinking things, trying to push education or trying to expand the way we think and the way we are as a society. No, we are still consuming the Real Housewives of whatevers with these girls or these people throwing water in each other's face or glasses of cocktails in each other's face and having fights about my baby mama's dealing with this, that, and the third. And then, 15 baby mamas with 17 kids. And I mean, literally, it is all that stuff is glorified like a mother lover. And it hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. Suddenly, that is okay. And until we are able to turn things around, it'll still be this way. And there will be women and men that will treat each other exactly the same way that woman just did in that video. It won't change until we make it change. Anyway, that is the show today. Okay, Mr. T, I appreciate you being on, my brother. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yes, as always, a pleasure.
Thank you. You know what I mean? I'm glad that we were able to do this kind of talk. I know it was a little bit different today, but like I said, I'm trying to do a little bit different content on this channel other than just, the sad stuff. Okay? Trying to lift things up, change things up just a little bit, you know what I mean? And have some fun. And a little bit more lighthearted conversations about a gang of different things. So I want to say a big thank you to everybody who came in and just, rode this test drive with me. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of everybody's like, what is this? But hey, get ready, because there's going to be a lot of content like this coming up in the very near future. So I really do appreciate it. Real talk. JT9000 said live streams are dope. Organic is better. Good show. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. You know what I mean? And of course, for all y'all who called in and were a part of the conversation, I have to say a big thank you to all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Without you guys, we wouldn't have a Speak On It segment. So I do appreciate all you guys being on and chopping it up with me and T. Anyway, we got to flee. See what I did there? Anyway, be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. This is The Pascal Show. Bye.
Homeowners and property managers, if you're looking for effective and humane ways to remove wild animals and deal with the damage that they have caused, we have good news for you. Introducing Wildlife Command Center, a professional nuisance wildlife management company specializing in providing animal removal for residential, industrial, and commercial clients. We are the only wildlife company that checks 70 different areas on a structure to determine the answers to the following questions. Exactly which animal are we dealing with? How is the animal getting inside the home? What kind of damage is the animal doing to the structure? Once we get the answers to all of these questions, we develop and write up an action plan to resolve the animal issue completely and provide a quote to implement that action plan. We perform a very in-depth 70-point wildlife inspection. From visually inspecting the highest point, the chimney, to physically crawling inside the attic space and looking for animals, chewed wires, fecal matter, chewed structural wood. We inspect everything. Our inspection process covers all of the following 70 points: animal-proof chimney cap, roof ridge vents, roof to soffit junctions, dormer fascia, attic gable vents, gutter lines, fascia trim, garage door, utility penetrations, water, gas, electric, and cable, bathroom vents, attic roof ridge vents, attic electrical, wiring, junctions, boxes, and lighting, concrete decks, additions, wooden crawl spaces, basement plumbing, penetrations, ceiling, floor, and wall. Wildlife Command Center's mission is to deliver the finest quality wildlife removal and pest control service that is safe for the environment. For more information, call us now.